class, this is Dorothy, and I just want to go over your next written assignment. Some of you have questions, so hopefully these questions will be answered through this short video. And so anyway, the first thing that I recommend, always read instructions and then highlight the ones that you need to totally focus on, like this one. For each of the four, using knowledge gleaned from current scholarly articles. That means articles published within the last 5 years. Provide an overview and then discuss ethical considerations and best practices for the integration in the classroom instruction. And then checking all local libraries, school websites, universities, or other community resources. Identify what is available near you, answering each of the following questions in a paragraph or two, and providing links to more information where available. So what I really want to see here is some kind of local context, a school district, your school district, or a district in your area, and what they're implementing. Also make sure that you use articles that have been published within the last 5 years, and include a minimum of 2 references for scholarly works per topic. And so you'll have at least 8 total. And so that's the instructions. And we're going to go over more stuff here. All right. Okay, so I went ahead and kind of introduce you to the instructions. Make sure that you follow those instructions. And next thing that I recommend that actually is very important, because I grade using this rubric. So if you're missing something and I grade by the rubric, that means that you won't get graded for that missing item. So just make sure that you read this rubric. And for me personally, when I was a student, I just read the advanced, the highest marks ever, and what needs to be done to get the highest marks for each assignment. So overview of the topic, I want to see that. I want to see it in depth, and that means don't just introduce something and then just leave it and go to another topic abruptly. Just make sure that you have an in-depth, accurate overview, and make sure you have the ethical considerations taken care of. For each of the 4 topics, the candidate describes both ethical considerations and best practices. Make sure, like I mentioned earlier, you have the local assessment, assessing your local school district or the school you're working in, and just make sure that you provide those links. Okay, and of course the usual, make sure you follow the APA, and your references should have publications that are recent. Okay, so that's going over the rubrics. Okay, and then what I would highly recommend, so that you don't miss any component that I'm looking for, you read the instructions, you review the rubrics, but please use the template that they have for you, because the template would guide you on what to write. And just a word up for the template. Make sure you follow the guidelines for the template. When you read a template, if it's asking for 2 to 3 paragraph introduction, then I want to see 2 to 3 paragraph introduction. Don't go lower, don't go higher. So each section, you need to complete that with a paragraph or 2 right here, with links. Provide links to more information where available. If it's a super long link, just do a hyperlink. But I do want to see some links there so that I can click on the hyperlink or the link and I know that that's your source. Now over here, a lot of students miss this part because in each heading, make sure you put in a paragraph. Some students miss a heading, and then they go on to the next heading without putting a paragraph. So if it says put a paragraph there, make sure you put a paragraph there. Under each heading, if it's showing more than begin your paragraph here, that means you have to kind of read detail by detail. And for this one, make sure you put in a paragraph or two and the links. But make sure you read what they're asking for. So go through that whole template and just make sure that you are filling in the missing paragraph or two paragraphs. And then you should be good. And then just make sure you have your references. Okay, from grading your previous written assignment, the cover page is good, but make sure you use the template, okay? And also make sure you don't put the extra spaces between each paragraph. And if you need help with that, let me know. I'll try to get a video that will help you make sure that your paragraphs have the right amount of space in between them. But anyways, hopefully that helps you with your assignment. Let's go back here. We always use the Turnitin plagiarism. You had an experience with that already. Make sure that you paraphrase properly and that you add your in-text citations properly, or else it'll be looked at as plagiarism, and the system will pick that up. If you have direct quotes or block quotes, use them sparingly, but if you use them, make sure you use quotation marks and page numbers. So yeah, I'm going to be grading through with the rubric, and just make sure that you submit them on time. Submit this assignment by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday of Module 3. And that's it. If you have any more questions, please let me know. Hopefully that helps.